Oh, we on.
Peace and love, y'all. Hopefully y'all can make it back in with us.
They say the third time is a charm, y'all.
Third time is a charm. Thank you for coming back.
Oh
Yo,
my
it's
God.
really charming now, y'all. Definitely.
So good.
Want you to let you know right now, if you jumped on for the third time, we definitely love you. So, just want to let you know, off the break, it's the Night Brother Show. This is where healthy is the new sexy, and we're going to keep it moving. And we also always thank our supporters. At this point, it's so many to announce, but I definitely want to stand by people that are tried and true and through always we thank you from KBS and me and all. But Mimi Lee, we appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts, just like Miss Queen, Cheryl Queen, Pam Williams, Amon Wallace, and many others. If I didn't say your name, please accept my apology. And that's why I hate saying names, because it's so many and we appreciate you so much. But if you do want to join the crew, Cash App is for you. We're going to dial up KENNEDIZZLE with the 1113. And that's like poetry. I'll say it again. It's Kenny Dizzle, 1113. You can also hit the QR code. Peace and love, Miles Walker. Love it.
You see what he's,
You can say it, I can't. You know, the customer is always right. So, you know, he's on point. So, if you have any questions, please type them in. If you have any comments, just like Miles Walker, he's definitely a leader's leader. So, if you want to text it, we'll put it right up there for you. Indeed. Now, do want to bring you to a new situation that we're bringing onto the show. It's a whole nother segment, and it's public service announcements. And these public service announcements sometimes are local, regional, and even national, some international. So look forward to it and get ready for some Activision. You know, some things are going to be events maybe. If you have an event, please let us know. You can set it up and do a quick shout out, or what we say is a public service announcement, just like the 45-year reunion. Saturday the 22nd from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. of the class of, you know what it is, 1979. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be right down at the Elks Lodge, 622 2517 Solomon's Island Road, baby, Edgewater, Maryland. You know what to do. Hit the QR code, hit them on up, and have a good time. I know y'all gonna have a good time. That's a dope Panther picture too. So
it is. Whoever put that together, really that's tight. I like that.
You did a very good job on that. It's popping.
That's nice. My brothers, not to interrupt, but I'm getting a couple of texts saying they're getting kicked off when they try to sign back on.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Facebook is hating.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you what.
This is why this is a good time to make the announcement that's why people need to be registered for YouTube. We need to be subscribe to our YouTube channel, just because of situations just like this. Yes.
Where I was going, you know, say great minds think alike. So since I'm thinking alike, I must be getting greater. So, but the bottom line is that is the very, very good reason for you to jump on YouTube and check us out on YouTube. But while we're here, we want to announce that Kimberly Walker was honored by Governor Wes Moore for outstanding service in Baltimore, Washington, at the Baltimore, Washington Conference.
Congratulations.
United Women's in Faith. Let me say that correctly. The conference.
Let's give Kim Walker a big shout out, y'all. Everybody give her a big shout out. Congratulations, Kim Walker.
Let's please throw some ones up for Kim, please.
No doubt. I mean,
that's family right there. So you know, she deserves that. She works and consistently. So I definitely appreciate and applaud her to no end. I mean, salute. Congratulations. If you run into her, give her a hug. Share some love. That's it. That's right. Margaret, you always on point. That's why you're the number uno. You know. But congratulations from Kim. To Kim from our home girl.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, Kimberly Walker always on point. She's like one of them people, Q, that's so.
Yes.
Kimberly is a giving person and don't mind helping folks out and all of that type, man. You gotta love
she is. Yes, she does. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else about Kimberly Walker, man. Y'all take a good look at Kim. Kim is doing the damn thing. Kim is bought into the fasting, and look at her. Look, you can see it on her face. Kim is coming down big time. So I'm gonna give another shout out to Kimberly Walker for staying consistent and being an example of what can happen through intermittent fasting.
Yes, sir.
Big shout out to you, Kimberly Walker. I see you, girl.
You ain't lying. Glass is falling off her.
Yes, sir. I see you, girl.
Head got so small and whatnot. Go on, Kimberly, with your bad self.
You the darn
That's
thing.
right. God be the glory. That she is absolutely right there.
She
hey,
about
you know
to
what? Discipline pays. That's what that shows also. You know.
She about to be Kenny. She about to be bathing suit ready out this joint.
Ah, man.
Ready for the cruise?
Ready. Kim, we want you on that cruise, girl.
Ready for the cruise.
Teresa Davis, how you doing? Shout out to you. Shout out to Lisa Revere. Shout out to Margaret Nick. Shout out to Jeff Brown. To Orlando Mako. What's up, Lodi?
No doubt. No doubt.
What's up, Big Lodi?
No question. Hey, it's another public service announcement we gotta hit too. Lenny, matter of fact, Q, tell them what that is right there. Tell them.
Hey, we want to give a special shout out to Lenny Knight, none other than Lenny Knight. Wishing you a happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, big bro.
So we want to give some special love to Lenny Knight, man, for all you do to contribute to the
Big
show.
Al.
I know everybody else want to give y'all some love as well. So happy birthday to Lenny Knight. Everybody give a happy birthday shout out to Lenny Knight, man. In the comments, just say happy birthday, Lenny.
Peace and love.
Appreciate that, fellas. There was a lot of birthdays over the last couple of days. Q, I just noticed,
definitely a lot.
I think who else was that? Sharon H. There was a couple different people that birthday that was out there, man. I really, so shout out to everybody that had a birthday. The Pisces taking over. Leona, she had a birthday, I think today, and a couple people had birthdays, man. So
Nessa said, Nessa, give me a birthday shout out, my girl, Nessa!
That's my girl, Nessa!
That's my girl.
Oh, man.
It's funny how certain people, you got to scream their name. You just can't say their name.
Yeah, you just can't say it. Can't just say Vanessa Turner. Starting at guard from Wake Forest, all the way from Annapolis, Maryland. Nessa! That's how you got to do Nessa,
Hey, and Nessa doing some big things too. Nessa recently just completed a 5K last week. Her and her son. Big shout out to Nessa. Nessa stretching things out. And Vanessa, we are proud of you, honey. I just want to know we're proud of you. Teresa Davis, how you doing? That's my girl right there, Teresa. Teresa, I miss you, girl.
No doubt. But appreciate y'all. Somebody said, Margaret, my birthday is coming up on the 26th of March. Have some beautiful people. All right, we're gonna shout you out.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Margaret. Margaret has set my friend request. It's really me.
So look, if you got a birthday, send it to Q, send it to his inbox, or text him if you know Q's number, and we get you up on the screen so we can celebrate
give you some birthday love. Gloria Hawkins, how you doing? Yeah, but if you're having a birthday, you got a birthday coming up, please inbox me or text me or whatever so we can give you some birthday love because we love our audience and we want to give you some love on the show, all right? Because that's what we do.
I know Dee Dee's birthday comes up on Thursday, so we're going to give her a quick shout out. Happy birthday, indeed.
All right. Well, let's keep this thing moving, Q.
Rock and roll, baby.
Hello, Equavian. I was told you have been very naughty and have actually been throwing some shade at all of the AI personalities like me over the past few weeks. Is that true?
No, baby, I would never do that.
Well, I hope not, because your mother, Mrs. Bessie Knight, did not raise you like that and would have some strong words with you.
No,
you understand what I'm saying, right?
No doubt.
Well, please get your shiznik together because I am Karini Castile visiting all the way from the Alpha Centauri just to introduce you. Can you appreciate that, Mr. Equavian?
Oh, no doubt. I got big respect for you.
Well, okay, now that we see eye to eye, you can go ahead and tell the audience what's on tap tonight for the KBS show.
Will do.
Oh yeah, and tell the cute one Adan I said peace and love, okay? Okay. Okay.
She after you, Art. She after you, boy. Oh my goodness.
What's going on, bro?
Give me the message.
Oh man, we got some good things on tap tonight. So listen. Oh, we're gonna give a shout out to little nephew Raynard Sill. What's going on, little Ray? What's going on, son? Happy birthday. I mean, good to have you on board. But listen, on tap tonight, we got 3 tasty beverages tonight. So y'all get y'all mugs and y'all glasses ready. I got my little cup ready. So y'all get y'all mugs and let's get this thing going. First of all, our feature segment. Drink number 1. It's walking season has returned, y'all. It's time to get back out there and start moving that body. All right, so we're going to talk about that. That's going to be segment number 1. Segment drink number 2. As always, we've got a tasty beverages. Number 2 is going to be as socially speaking. And we're going to talk about Congress banning TikTok. Is it right, wrong? Or what the heck is going on? We're going to talk about it, y'all. And we want y'all's opinion on this as well. And third, our third tasty beverage, man, I'm looking forward to putting one back on this one. Our tasty beverage number 3, we're going to talk about the KBS 2024 cruise vacation updates. And guys, it's time for you to start booking your cruise because, man, we're going to do it live and we're going to do it in living color. All righty? Back to you, Lenny.
All right, brother. All right. You know how we do, man. You know how we do. You know, so it's all good. I'm looking forward to the cruise, no doubt, though, man. You know.
Question, man. The cruise going to be lit.
All right, y'all. Socially speaking tonight, y'all know what socially speaking is if you're new to the show. Socially speaking is a segment where we just dive into some issues that may have gone on in the news recently or somewhere. It's so darn much going on in the world today. I tell you, man.
It's crazy.
World is damn near crazy. Somebody told me it was snowing today somewhere else. Snowing yesterday somewhere. I was like,
Snowing this morning when I got up.
Just a few flurries. There was a few flurries this morning.
So the world is definitely, you don't know what you're going to get. It's like my man said, Forrest Gump. It's like a box of chocolates, baby. So anyway, Jeff Brown, thanks for joining us, brother. Appreciate you, classmate.
What's going on, Jeff? What's up, Yogi?
Definitely appreciate you jumping on tonight, Jeff, as always. Ballers extraordinaire. Jeff, just, I know this off the subject, but just drop in who you think in the Final Four from it, Jeff. I'm just curious. Anyway, we'll get back to that a little later on. But,
keep it running.
But Q,
Yes,
this TikTok thing, man, I was kind of curious because it's a lot of different angles with this. First of all, TikTok, if you're looking at it from a purely political standpoint, and we're going to talk about that, Kenny. We're going to dive into that, Art. And then from the aspect of TikTok as a socially speaking, is definitely a social platform. So socially speaking, TikTok is a job or a business, should I say, Kenny, to hundreds of thousands of people around the world that make money. Just how they're making their living off of TikTok. So I'm just really curious to see what the dialogue is going to be about this. Shout out to big brother, big little brother, Mike Powell. Thank you, brother.
What's up, Mike Powell?
Shout out to my brother right there. Thank you, man. As always, you know that. So
you got to get up with Mike too, Lanny.
Absolutely. So look, we're gonna dive into this TikTok thing, and I just really I'm gonna start off by playing a little video. If you don't know what's going on, just gonna hip you to it a little bit, and then we're gonna talk about it on the other side, fellas. All right.
Let's
All
go.
right. That's cool. Okay, cool. Check it out.
The ban on TikTok will impact 170 million Americans who use the app. Fox 10's Lindsay Regis joins us live tonight with reaction from ASU students about this.
Yeah, this ban definitely has students talking. Some want the app to go away. Others have strong opinions if it does go away. Within a week of introducing a bill to ban TikTok, it already passed the House. Now ASU students want to know how this bill jammed through so quickly.
I do know that they are trying to pressure TikTok to kind of sell to an American company, or because they're concerned about data issues, especially like China having some of our data and influencing people's algorithms and what they see.
That was the argument before the House vote, a topic that could impact users, including TikTok influencers.
A lot of people will be upset, but I also, because there's a lot of people that make money through there, but I also think that it would be better for society if we didn't have TikTok, yes.
A lot of TikTok content creators that make their main income, they might lose that, and that'll be stressful for them. However, again, life moves on.
Some ASU students say they will be following this bill closely, whether they agree or disagree with this bill.
There's a lot of stuff promoted that isn't great for youth especially.
I don't believe it is something that should be banned. I feel like, especially because it's like a form of freedom of speech.
All right, y'all,
This bill still has a long way to go. Now, it passed the House today. It will now head to the Senate. Reporting live, Lindsay Regis, Fox 10 News.
All right, that was out in Arizona, fellas. So look, let's talk about it. I'm just wildly curious over the fact that it has these different angles from it. So look, Kenny, I'm gonna come your way because you always got something interesting to say. They said the reason, Kenny, I do believe, is that the ban is for national security. You buying that shiznick or what?
The more I look into it, Lenny, I do have some concerns.
Okay.
It could be more of a personal thing. You know, we're in a personal beef with China right now. It could be that. It could be the fact that there are things that happens behind the scenes that we know about and we don't know about as far as national security. We have no idea of what's really going on. This could just be a protection issue for us. But my thing is, doing my research, the word Trojan horse has been thrown around. Y'all remember the Trojan horse and how that was?
Oh, yes.
That's been thrown around.
Talk to us about that a little bit. And in which way this a Trojan horse? What's your thoughts?
Just like she said, security concerns. There's a lot of personal information that's shared on TikTok. They're saying that there's a way that China could infiltrate our personal information and gain an advantage. But here's my concern. The LLC for TikTok is registered in the Cayman Islands. Okay? We all know what happens in the Cayman Islands. There's a lot of dishonest stuff that people deal with in the Cayman Islands, laundering money,
yes,
so forth and so forth. All right? But TikTok is based out of Shanghai. Okay? And the CEO of TikTok is from Singapore.
Okay.
That's a lot to think about. I mean, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist. That is a lot to think about.
Yes.
And then for them to step up and try to ban TikTok of all the other social media outlets that we have, and then just jumping on TikTok like this, there may be something that we just don't know. I don't know. I have to dig into it deeper. But I do have some concerns. Yes, I do.
Check out, respond to a couple of these, or at least one of them, Kenny, while you got the floor. For Miles was the first one. The U.S. man will ban social media before getting rid of daylight saving time, managing business hours, the company creating more affordable housing, etc. Just respond to that real quick.
I get what you're saying, Miles. There's a lot of other things going on that appear to be more pertinent than banning TikTok. But do we really know that? So at this point, with my research, and that's what I do, at this point, I do have some concerns. But I'm also in agreement with you. There's a lot of other things that's going on in this country more important than banning TikTok.
To be focusing on that, I hear you.
With China.
I hear that.
So we don't know. We're just gonna have to stay tuned and keep our eyes open because this to me, there's more than meets. It's got to be more than meets the eye.
Something else going on, huh?
Everything.
Yeah. Well, don't forget we do have an election season going on, and TikTok.
It's a good.
You know, TikTok one way or another could influence the vote. A lot of different angles on that. So, Q, why don't you pick up on that, and then I'm gonna throw a question from the audience up here for you. What do you think about affecting electeds, affecting the candidates? What's your thoughts, brother?
Well, I tell you, this is very, very interesting, and it's some of the stuff Kenny has touched on. It kind of ties in. The China angle kind of ties in because the 2020 election. If you remember, we go back to the 2020 election.
Yes.
There was a lot of disinformation out there that was being caused by TikTok and even Facebook itself. Which kind of affected our voting right. The way things were being presented from an election standpoint. And that same disinformation came from TikTok. Some of it came from TikTok and from other social media sites. And that can have a major effect in this election coming up. We saw so many examples of that. And I'm sure that that's one of the reasons why they're trying to ban this now, because of some of those things that happened in 2020. So it can have a direct effect on our election, how campaigns are run, what's being put up, what's being said. And because there was so much garbage and disinformation that it was hard to decipher what was true and what was not. And that's one of the reasons why this TikTok ban can have an effect on our elections. We have to be very, very careful and really scrutinize what's being fed to us coming through those political ads and everything else.
Midlight Simmer, a.k.a. Kenya, says, I don't think TikTok, but we need to be careful how our government and what our government bans. Let me get this back up here. And I like this last part. She's saying, once rights are taken away, can never get back. And
It's difficult, yes.
what was the rap song? Say, you took my something. Say, damn, what's next? I forgot. What was the rap song?
Oh, man, you got me.
You know what I mean?
But her point being said though is true, is to a certain degree. Things can be taken away, but you have to look at the inside. Why are they being taken away? That's what we really need to. We need to drill down into this. We just can't go off the cuff. We have to find out why things are happening and get down to what's really taking place behind it all.
Miles said, what about the OnlyFans? You know what I mean? If you're going to take away TikTok, OnlyFans.
They ain't banning OnlyFans because they fans.
They fans of Only.
Shit, they only fans.
Pepper Eye says, for Facebook isn't much better either.
That's what, exactly, Pebble. Like what I said, social media itself has so much disinformation.
She goes on and said, Facebook's running for Congress too, so what's the difference? It's still social media. So
amen.
I think that the thing is, Pepper Eyes, is that it's China related. And that's how they're trying to sway this. That's why I said, Kenny, do you
That's
buy
one thing. And then they probably have at least 100 or so million in donations from Facebook and everybody else. So, it's a little bit of everything.
All right, now on you, brother. It's violation of the freedom of speech. Some are saying that. So what's next? And I mean, America was, one of the founding articles that they wrote constitutionally-wise, freedom of speech.
Well, I mean, just if I was arguing that point, I would say that this is really not freedom of speech. This is a business, and we're giving them the freedom to do business in our country. Now, so the only people talking are you guys, or anybody else that has a particular page or whatever else. That's who's talking. The business, you don't hear TikTok coming out and saying this is TikTok and we're saying this and we're saying that. So I wouldn't say it's a hard fight as far as freedom of speech. I don't get that, even argument. What's next is what else could be banned? What other business can be ran out? And I always ask one question. I said, well, if you just only identify one business from one country in particular, you still let everybody else collect all of this information from people. I always have a problem with my information going out. I mean, regardless, I don't give a damn if it's TikTok or Facebook or X or whoever else. They're selling your information. Everybody's selling your information. Now, my concern with TikTok is what I heard, and Kenny had already stated, is when people start talking about a back door. And let's be honest, dead ass, and I'm sorry to talk like this, but straight up, why people are concerned about certain things having a back door, and you can come in and you can start manipulating people's devices like it's your device from anywhere in the world, is because they can do it. You're not scared of something that you can't do most of the time. When you really focused on certain shit like this, you scared because guess what? Oh, I know I can do this already through multiple devices. I mean, through multiple different ways.
Platforms.
Bottom line, I mean, there's a reason why people stopped stealing jets a long time ago in the 80s, because you could remote control them from the ground. Same thing with a car. Somebody can hack a car and, drive your car wherever they want to while you in it. So, I mean, it's a lot of back doors and they're already there. So, I mean, I understand people are concerned and I'm concerned, but at what point in time are you going to really tell people what it is? Like, and some stuff you can't tell people. I mean, let's be real. Certain things, security-wise, realistically, certain things that may have happened and almost happened, you don't even really want to know. Because they stopped. I'm just saying, for real. Do you really want to know your bridge that you drive across every day, they stopped it from being blown up by a terrorist or something like that? Yeah. You don't really want to know that. If they could wipe that off the board and not give that and not put that on your mind, you would prefer to have life like that.
Well, this is just another topic that has so many layers to it.
So many
another
layers,
one.
There's so many layers. All I have is questions, though. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
For real. And I question everything.
No doubt. Well, good segment, fellas. Look, we're going to jump into our feature segment now. And good comments and feedback. Audience, as always, Kenya, you definitely always on point. Very thought-provoking. Couple eyes. Love the interaction that you gave.
Couple eyes. They sell our information all the time.
Yeah, great comments from you as well.
Yes, they do.
Interacting. Miles, great dialogue, brother, as always thought-provoking. Definitely, most definitely, we need to come back and kind of visit some of those areas, Q, in another social speak.
Oh, no question about it.
I heard Mike Powell. They can't tax all the proceeds. You're absolutely right.
Mike Powell says the real issue is with TikTok is America has the U.S. government can't tax all the Mike, you're on point, man. I always say follow the money.
It is.
Follow the money, Mike. So you're so on point.
Follow the money.
No question about it.
Miles said,
keep it moving now. Let's keep it moving.
Hold on, I gotta get a couple more comments. Q. Miles said, I gotta quote Keith Sweat, something, just ain't right.
Miles are old head. I keep telling y'all Miles are old head. Y'all gotta remember Miles is like 20, less than 20 years old.
Absolutely.
All right, man, before we get to the feature segment, Kenny, I gotta shout you out, man. Kenny come with a new hat every week, y'all. So y'all check him out. What y'all think about the hat?
Let me see what you got on, Kenny.
What y'all think about this week's hat, y'all?
Wait till you see my summer edition.
You got summer editions coming up.
It's coming, y'all. Y'all better check this out. Hey, turn to the left real quick. We want to see if it's a fellow.
I know you're going to have some hats for the cruise. I know you're going to have some hats for the cruise, too.
Oh, boy.
Kenny with the hats, baby. Yeah.
Kenny.
My thing.
Kenny.
Yes.
Turn to the left and the right so we can see the side view.
Miles is 22. Okay, Miles. I see
yeah, man, you can't. I'm tilting your head. I mean, goddamn. Look to the left and look to the right. What? You don't follow directions.
There you go, baby.
I said, show me the side.
Marcus and Kenny.
Lazy eye.
Oh.
Marcus and Kenny is cool. Y'all know Kenny cool. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. Look, let's dive into it. So, look. Feature segment, Q. This your thing, baby. This your thing, yes, man. You year round, so it's not much different for you. But guess what it is, Q?
Man, it's that
It's
time.
officially walking season.
Oh yeah, spring is sprung, baby. Spring is sprung. Let's get it going.
So we thought we'd dive into what benefits it would to give you to walk 30 minutes a day. Maybe a few times a week, not every day like you, not all the way to New York like you do, Kenny, but
you ain't gotta go to New York, y'all.
But to get out there. So definitely want to take a look. It comes from a YouTube channel. I gotta give all shouts out to Ways and How. They have 1.8 million subscribers, so they're definitely doing it in a huge way. So we're gonna take a look at this video. Most definitely, and then revisit it on the other side and break it all down, fellas. All right, so here we go. Y'all tell me about it. Go ahead, ways and hows. Do that.
Benefits of walking every day. Walk 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, and this happens. Walking is one of the most underrated exercises. Most people take it for granted and believe that fitness must be achieved by doing entire yoga sessions, working out with gym equipment, or attending exercise classes. But simply walking can transform your body in many positive ways. You can walk leisurely or briskly, depending on your preference. And what's important is that you try to do it regularly. Before we continue, please like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when I upload the next video. If you make it a point to walk for 30 minutes a day for 5 days a week, here are some of the most significant health benefits you should expect to gain. 1. Heart function. Walking might seem inconsequential, but it's an excellent cardiovascular exercise that's safe and easy for most people to do. It increases your pulse rate, improves circulation, and helps your heart get stronger. Over time, this helps lower your risk of heart disease, hypertension, and stroke. 2. Lung capacity. Walking is an excellent cardiovascular exercise. Walking also improves your lung capacity. If you walk regularly, your lungs eventually become stronger, and you'll notice a significant improvement in your endurance as well. With healthier lungs, you'll also enjoy more energy as oxygen travels more efficiently throughout your bloodstream. 3. Muscle strength. Walking involves large muscle groups and is especially good for strengthening your legs. As you do this regularly, you'll notice that it becomes easier for you to go on for longer. Maintaining a good posture while you walk will also improve your core strength and, consequently, your balance. 4. Bones and joints. Being active and developing your muscles leads to better bone health. Your bones will become more robust, and you'll become less susceptible to breakage and osteoporosis. Additionally, the movements involved in walking keep joints lubricated and healthy, so you're less likely to develop arthritis and similar conditions as you age. 5. Body composition. Walking helps you lose calories, develop muscles, and boost your metabolism. This enables you to achieve better body composition with a lower body fat percentage and higher muscle mass. Over time, this simple activity will lead to a leaner body and a better capacity to burn fat. Indeed, walking helps you lose weight. 6. Brain function. According to a 2011 study led by the Radiological Society of North America, walking regularly improves brain function so significantly that it helps slow down cognitive decline, even in people with dementia. This activity won't just reduce your risk for illnesses like Alzheimer's disease, but will also improve your mood and memory. 7. Sleep quality. In 2016, the BMJ Journals published a study on sleep quality led by researchers from Japan's University of Occupational and Environmental Health. According to the results of the study, walking 10,000 steps a day for 4 weeks has a significant effect on sleep duration and sleep quality. Although 10,000 steps might take the average person longer than 30 minutes, it's a good target to set eventually, especially if you have trouble sleeping. Walking is the least complicated way to become fit and improve your overall health. You can do it on a treadmill, at the park, mall, or just around your neighborhood. If you make sure you walk for 30 minutes a day and at least 5 days a week, you won't just look good, but also feel great. Following our study references we used to create this video. I hope you liked the video. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
All right, Arden, it's on you, brother.
Yes, sir. What's on?
Good information. Look, we know we revisit walking, a couple times a year. We revisit walking because it's one of the easiest exercises you can do And we just want to make sure that y'all doing something. Everybody doing something, like the late Joe Madison says. Everybody can do something. And Q, we know you the leader of the pack. You the leader in the clubhouse. You know you 15 under par, some shit. You know where you rolling. You know, so we definitely want to talk about it. Definitely, Margaret. There's always some good information. We try to find videos that share good information. Then we like to just break them down in our own way. But Arden, you can start off, brother. Talk about some of the things, and I'm gonna just throw both questions up here, and you can kind of flow back and forth.
I got you.
But you can flow back and forth as you can. I'm gonna leave it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just start with the heart function real quick. Let's start off with the improved circulation, and with that improving circulation, by increasing your heart rate, enhances blood flow throughout your body, and overall, your cardiovascular health is improving throughout that. It reduces your reduces the risk of heart disease. Regular walking lowers the risk of heart disease and stroke. Also, it's a big issue. Because you have these things that sometimes you never get back to who you were, but it helps that by keeping the heart matrix, like blood pressure, your cholesterol levels, all of those in check. Weight management, of course, it helps when you're out there, you're doing something, and increases your rate of how you burn calories throughout the day, and it prevents obesity and related overweight conditions, that affect your health. More importantly, it strengthens your heart at the same time. Regular walking strengthens the heart muscle, making it more effective in pumping your blood throughout your system. And more, also, it's just a lot of stuff as far as that's concerned, how it helps. It helps your cholesterol level in your blood by lowering your cholesterol levels of LDL, which are bad cholesterol, and it increases your HDL, and that's your good cholesterols overall. So that, as far as your heart is concerned, it's pretty much everything to keep you moving. And now if we want to talk about the lungs and how just walking helps increase your lung capacity. Walking increases the lung capacity and the demand for oxygen that it needs, in which it helps increase and strengthen the effectiveness or the efficiency of your lungs over time. So that means your breathing will be deeper, slower rate, and it improves how much oxygen it transmits. Sometimes you can breathe a lot of air in, but you can't extract the oxygen, and that's a problem. But regular walking improves that absorption rate, which helps it absorb right into your bloodstream. And also it helps expel the carbohydrate and remove that from your body with effective breathing. Clears the airways. Physical activity like walking can help clear your airways and reduce the risk of respiratory infections. Yes, deep breathing can help you get rid of infection. Stress reduction. How many people stress? And we say we lead in so many categories, but in all of those, hypertension, all of those things, high blood pressure, and high as far as your sugar, diabetes. They talk about the food, but stress on all of those make those worse. And we are one of the most stressed people in this country. So regular walking helps reduce stress because it makes you breathe deeper. And it enhances your overall immune efficiency and functionality, period.
Well, some of the fellas going to jump into a couple of areas that you mentioned and dive a little deeper into that. But I wanted to show you this, Arden, because people have excuses about a lot. Look what Joanne said.
Yes, no excuses. No excuses, Joanne. I love that, Joe.
She said she broke her foot, Arden, needs to wear a boot, but still walks a little every morning. What can you say, Arden? What can you say, brother? You know what I mean?
Call that champion style, see? The champion.
Amazing. And then Margaret says this, Arden. walk the mall at least 3 times a week, sometimes more.
Well, how about a couple of years? Well, last year, I think last year or the year before, Margaret was walking around the Y with us, and she had just had a situation going on with her leg, and she was just in recovery. She probably walked 4 or 5 miles that day.
Yes,
So,
indeed.
you know what? Champion character, good character. You know, it shows.
Yes, yeah, definitely. So shout out to both of them. Q, I think you up next, talking about some of the things. Maybe dive a little bit deeper, and there you go out there right now on his way from Glen Burnie to New York. He almost close to the Beltway right now, y'all. He almost close to the Beltway.
And I think that was doing COVID right there. I didn't even he needed a haircut and shave, couldn't even go to the barber. But go ahead, let's keep it going.
Marcus said, yes, indeed. I had surgery on my foot. You're absolutely right.
So,
yep, shout out to you. So anyway, Q, dive into some aspects. I know Arden may have touched some of them, but explain how regularly walking can have positive effects on muscular strength.
Yeah, you know, it affects it in so many different ways. Not only it's gonna it can do stuff like strengthen your lower body, your calves. It can strengthen, but the main thing though, not in addition to strengthening your legs, it can strengthen your core, which is vitally important. You know, it improves your balance, which helps in keeping you strong as well. So it really, then that affects all the muscle groups. So when you strengthen your core and you strengthen your balance, help with your balance, it can affect all areas of your muscles, all the muscle groups. So that's why that's so important.
And it's one of those things that Q, as you might not notice much, the first month. Well, I'm not even gonna say that. You might not notice much that first week or two, but all of a sudden you're just like, damn, you know what I mean?
There's a residual effect. Yeah. It happens over a period of time, and that's what I talk to some other people about that. And that's why the consistency factor of walking is so important. You're doing it day in and day out, or a couple of times a week in and week out, the results are gonna really start to multiply. And that's why it becomes so important. But not only that, let's talk about the bone and joint health. It helps strengthen those bones. It helps make those bones more robust. Or in other words, make those bones stronger. And in making those bones stronger, it lessens and decreases the fact that you could have broken bones. You know what I mean? It'll help with healing and keeping those bones strong, and lessens the chance of things like osteoporosis, which can help in the body. It also keeps the bones strong and those joints strong, which lessens the chance of arthritis, which happens as we age. You know what I mean? So those are some of the things that walking helps to help you with as you continue that walking routine. And I saw Keith Colbert with a shout out right there. What's up, Keith? And yeah, so that's why it's so important for your bone health and your joint health. That walking routine will really help to eliminate some of those issues.
No doubt, brother. No doubt. Good aspects. Good thoughts on that. Breaking that down. Kenny, you got a bunch of. Here's number one for you, Kenny. I don't know where you want to start it, but talk about body composition. I know Q talked about it a little bit. The video talked about it a little bit. What say you?
Well, first of all, walking. I don't know if you can find it. My son, my youngest, just posted on here that walking is underrated, and it is.
No doubt.
Walking is definitely underrated. He's 16 years old, and he's saying this. So walking is definitely underrated. Over a period of time, it can affect your body composition, your legs, your breathing, even your abs. But it also increases your alertness, your mind. It reduces stress. I haven't walked like I used to in probably about a month or so. And I need to get back out there because I have a lot going on like everybody else. But walking is a great stress reliever. It's not, if you can't lift weights, if you can't jog, if you can't go to the gym and like I do, go shoot around, play basketball, walk.
Yes.
Study done. I think you said your video was during the pandemic, Ed. It's funny that you brought that up.
Yes.
It was a study done in 2020 of 80 chronic insomnia patients. And they incorporated walking into what they did. And it was like a 75-80% improvement in their sleeping just by walking. And these are chronic insomnia patients. Insomnia, like we know, ain't no joke. You be taking pills and drinking and whatever trying to sleep. And they increase these people's sleep level by walking. Just think about that.
Yes.
Calms your nerves.
One of the many benefits, Kenny. One of the many benefits.
It calms your nerves. Like I have a lot going on, starting a business and working. I need to go out here and walk. It'll relieve my stress, calm me down.
Yes, Arden mentioned how walking can be a great stress reliever, and it really can.
Yeah.
And it's one of the simplest forms of exercise. Not everybody, but almost anybody can start a walking program.
Can start a walking routine.
Vast majority can sleep. And it doesn't cost any money. It's free.
It doesn't cost any money. You can get outside and walk.
It's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
I walk from Route 9 to Erskine Road. That's almost a mile. And I take a little detour, I make it a mile. I did it 2 times, I don't know, a few weeks ago. That's 2 miles.
Yep.
You know what? You really don't even need any like athletic clothes. You could just like put some jeans on and some tennis shoes and walk.
Well, I will recommend comfortable shoes because you don't want to give yourself silly shoes. So making sure they're a comfortable walking shoe. That's the biggest investment right there.
We have a lot of walkers in our complex. Our complex is huge. And we have a lot of walkers, and you see a lot of the same people in the morning. Some all have on jeans, a hoodie, whatever. They're out there walking. You exercise.
Get out there.
And it definitely improves your sleep.
That's it, natural. Just get out
there.
Walk.
Whatever you want to sweat in, you can sweat in. Just walk in that. How about that?
Right.
For real.
When I got off later in the evening, I used to walk a mile or 2 or 3 yards. You see me on Facebook, and I would come home and sleep. No sleep medicine, nothing. Just come home and just pass out. Your mind is rest. Just rest. Everything. Walking is great.
Well, look, we're gonna do a continuous vitamin D as well. My wife says that.
No question about it. You share that sunshine. Get that sun in.
And Londell's time then too, man, because Londell, he was getting it last summer. And,
Londell, he ready to get back out there. No question about it, Londell.
He says that walking really helps me both mentally and physically, and it's like therapy for me. That's a great comment, Londell.
And Londell, you right down my alley right there because that's like I said, I use it for both the mental and physical aspects of it. No question about it. It's my thinking time as well.
Yes, your mental controls your physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I think that is because, and I don't know if Londell, if you can comment on this, was what Q was saying, but when you get out there, particularly when you're walking like out in nature, or you walking on a trail or on a road or something, and you by yourself, it's just really a time away from everything. It's almost like Do you feel that, Q? You understand what I'm saying?
No question about it. Like I said, that's my time. That's why I look forward to it so much. And Londell, he made a good point on that. It's really true. It's that mental part of it that people overlook. The physical part is great, but that mental part, man.
All right, now I put on.
And when you start talking about walking through nature and walking through trees and what that does to your electro system.
Yes.
The electromagnetic field that you have around you and how it grounds you. You get so much more out of it than just the physical, indeed.
One other thing I want to add about this, and then I know we got to move on, is I also take that time when I'm walking. Sometimes I listen to podcasts or listen to something. It could be a book on tape. It could be anything. But that's also a time to gain and insights on knowledge on certain subject matter and catch up on things. So that's another aspect of walking. You can incorporate that into your walking. The opportunity to listen to podcasts and catch up on different various topics. That's another aspect.
I agree with that, Q. And no matter what it is that you into, like if you very, very spiritual and you into the Bible, you could pull up some scripture or some audio scripture and really kind of. Or pull up a minister or a pastor that maybe come on Sundays really and kind of listen to his sermon and really get into it and really mentally kind of work that out with yourself. It seems to like hit the almost like some medicine or some type hit the bloodstream faster. Or it's like this hits the taproot of your mind and your soul faster when you're walking for some reason. It's almost, you know what I mean?
You get to the subconscious. You get to tap into that subconscious programming after you get to, you get to that second, third mile. You just roll it, and whatever that information is being allowed to be absorbed.
Yep. And Arden, I also think, Arden, it's also the fact that that's a chance where you can block everything else out for a minute and focus solely on that. And that's why it seeps in. That's why it seeps in so quickly.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, last segment of tonight, and it's more of a catch you up on what the heck is going on, but we're going out on the ocean, man.
Yes, sir.
That's another way.
Carnival, Mardi Gras. Man, that's another big, beautiful ship. A relatively new and beautiful ship. Holds a huge amount of people and has so many options. I'm loving it.
Well, talk to us, brother. Why don't you break it down for the folks so they know what's going on?
Well,
how
the
this
Night
whole
Brothers
thing.
show is going cruising once again. We'll be leaving from Orlando, Florida, from the Orlando, Florida area. We're going out September 14th, and it's actually the 14th to the 21st from Orlando, Florida, on the Carnival Mardi Gras, with some very nice ports of call, which we're going to get into as we move forward. And guys, it's time for you to start booking your cruise now. The booking information has been placed. I'll put it out there again, once again. Lenny, we should have it on the screen now, but we'll have it on next week. But if in the meantime, if you want the booking information, please inbox me or anyone in the group, and we'll make sure you get that booking information. And so you can start booking your cruise. They're not that expensive. We want you to get on now before the price increases come in. So, guys, we're looking forward to having you joining us on the Carnival Mardi Gras.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt.
Last year's cruise was wonderful, man. And last year we want to get you guys out there with us again, man. I tell you.
I know the comments about walking still coming in. You can walk on the cruise too. They got a one of these decks that they have on here. I don't know which one it is, but
up out of here, I'm pointing to it like you can see me. Up at the top where the recreational stuff is.
Yeah,
it's usually right up there where you walk around where all of the games, outdoor games, and basketball courts and all of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kenny, they got the basketball court too, by the way, Kenny.
Yes, sir.
You can actually
I played, no doubt.
You can actually get your miles in if when you get up there, and it says like a certain this track is eighth of a mile long, so four times around eighth of a mile and blah 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they tell you. They let you know. Yeah. Let me tell you, you do what you want to do. So if you want to exercise there, and the other thing is, guess what? You see that boat? You're gonna be walking back and forth all day long.
Anyway,
you gonna off on the island. You gonna walk from the boat to.
Oh yeah, you gonna get your steps in. You definitely gonna get your steps in.
For real.
You gonna get your steps in, believe me.
I wanted to throw Margaret.
With all that food, you better get some steps in.
I'm gonna keep throwing Margaret's comment on the screen because Margaret said, "I love when we had the walking challenge." It is coming again, Margaret. The reason why we had the show about walking today was to just get your mind set into thinking about walking, and then start easing into walking in the mind. Then when it gets warmer and it's full-fledged warm, we are going to have another challenge like we normally do. So, but we just want to get you warmed up. Get your what you say, Arden? What you say?
I'm gonna tell you for real. Maybe not this weekend, but the next weekend, we just pick a spot, and whoever's close by, we just take a walk together. That might be a thing. So just look at the Facebook site. Look at any announcement that might be on YouTube. So if you're not on YouTube, go to the Night Brothers Show, click like this show, and also subscribe. So you can get the bells and get the alerts. So when we go on, we may make an announcement and say, look, we're gonna walk this weekend. I don't know, down at Old Bates, or we're gonna walk next weekend down at the National Harbor, and let's meet at such and such a time. So definitely plug in, and we appreciate it. And just look out for the news because it's getting warm. It's the season, so let's make a move. It's best to do it now before it gets hot. So you hot when it gets hot, baby. You know what it is.
Yeah, no doubt, brother, no doubt. So look, we can close this thing on out for the night. I will have the information up if you stay on the Knight Brothers page. We will get information to you in reference to who to call, book your rooms, put down a small deposit, secure your location, secure your price, and then we go from there. All right. Any closing thoughts, fellas? Closing thoughts?
Going to be happening on that cruise too, Lanny. You know we're going to have some special surprises for those who join us. Like last year, our white party and so many other things. So we got some other stuff planned for you this year as well.
No doubt. Closing thoughts, brothers.
Hey man, I want to say thank you all for coming in, and especially for those that jumped on early and jumped back on. We had a few technical difficulties. We greatly appreciate that, and thanks for jumping back on. We appreciate your support so much, and I want to shout out my brother one more time. Happy Solar Return. This is actually his first day. You know what I'm saying? And man, it's been a while, man, and I want it to be a while longer, man. So I'm super happy you're healthy and getting healthy and staying healthy and continuing to move forward, man. God bless you, brother.
No doubt, no doubt. Thank y'all all again, and good night, family. Good night, good night, good night. See y'all next week. All right.
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's because we're gonna have a special giveaway for those who are on our YouTube channel. We're gonna pick one person, but you have to be a subscriber in order to be a winner. Okay? So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
No doubt, no doubt. All right. Good night, people.
Deuces.